Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back. So today we are going to compare the CVE-10 Cerwin Vega powered 1000-watt speaker, PA speaker, versus the Roland Vdrum Pm-100 80-watt amplifier. Okay, now this is a specific amplifier for drums, the Roland Vdrum amp. The PA speaker can run anything you want to plug into it, and no matter what you do, you're not going to hurt it. It's going to be fine. You can run drums through it. You can run guitars, bass guitar, regular guitar, whatever you want into a PA amp, as you all know if you know anything about PA stuff. So we're going to go through a couple of different kits for each amp to compare. Now, I am going to leave the EQ setting on the DJ because I find it actually sounds the best on the Cerwin. Now, the only EQ settings we get on the Vdrum is bass and treble, and we're going to leave that at 12 o'clock. All right, and actually, you know what? Let's play this 100% fair. I'm going to play this 100% fair. There's a setting on here for total flat response, so there'll be a match for each other. Right there. Okay, so flat response versus flat. So 12 o'clock, bass versus 12 o'clock. Now we are going to run through some kits so you can hear different tones. Now both amps are at 3 o'clock on the dials, and I'm controlling the master out from my Alesis pad just because, yeah, it can get really obnoxious with this 1000-watt amp. So we don't want to blow the drywall off the walls. So anyways, let's have a little bit of fun here. This is default kit number 1. Okay, so my wife's here to help, so she's going to now power off this speaker, and she's going to switch the cable from it over to the Vdrum. And we're going to use the same kit, so you get a back and forth comparison here. A little bit of work for her, but I'm happy she's helping out. Now, that's at the same setting on my pre-out. So I'm going to put the preamp full blast on the Alesis. Okay. Now we're going to move over to kit 5. Okay, now can you plug the other one in? We'll leave the same settings the same. Now I'm going to have to turn down the preamp on the Alesis back to the middle position. It's the top jack, the one that,
Yep.
Yeah, very top one, yes.
Back on.
Okay, something's not correct.
That one, right? Nope.
That would be
Okay.
better.
There you go.
Now we got some noise. Wasn't plugged in all the way.
Okay.
It's okay. Not bad. Okay, let's find something a little different. Roland again. I know a lot of you want to know what it's like if I put my preamp at full tilt, but not today. Stay tuned though. Winter's coming, vacation time's coming. Yes. Again, we gotta go full out with that. Okay, let's go one more kit. Ooh, throaty. Okay, over to the other amp now. Okay, one more kit and then we're done. Back to the other one, and then we're done. Alright guys, now if there was only two possible things you could buy on this planet for a drum amp, between the two of these, honestly, which one would you pick? Me, I'm going Cerwin Vega all the way, baby. You know, more horsepower, cleaner sound, much better sound reproduction. And the EQs are both running flat at 12. So, you know, I would definitely go with the Vega. The other advantage too, with going with a more powerful amp too, is you don't have to go as high. Now if you did go for the PM-200, okay, so let's now forget that these are your only two choices on the planet. The PM-200 is 180 watts, so whatever the output happens to be, which, okay, if we go back to the middle here, this is the middle of the PM-100. Right, so let's go back to the regular kit. I'm really kicking that bass drum here. Now there are other bass drum effects that are far throatier. the 200 series Roland PM would be actually about this loud with me having my preamp at half. So it would be a much better alternative, of course, to the PM-100. But you're talking a lot more power output as well, more dB range, etc., right? So the more dBs an amplifier can put out, kind of like the better it is. Because dB and wattage are somewhat related, right? But the more dB, the more fun. Because the more wattage you're going to get. And I've mentioned this in another video too about, you know, if you hooked in your drum kit or whatever into a mixing board and then out to a PA amp, well then of course you've got double the gain capability from your drum kit because you're preing your drum kit into your PA to begin with, and you're going to get more gain out of that as well, so it's like having a big boost or a lift in signals. So that's going to really make that 1000-watt Cerwin Vega really super shine even more. I mean, you'd have to really back off the gain a lot, or you're just going to blow yourself out of the room, especially the levels, right? The Vdrum, of course, is strictly for drum use, but it does have a line source for other instruments, apparently, according to the manual. Now, I did try plugging my drum kit into the line section, and I didn't get anything out of it, and I thought, well, but they show a keyboard being plugged in to that, not a drum kit. So there's got to be something in there that I guess knows somehow. I have no idea. Maybe it's a preamp section, or you have to have a bigger boost, who knows. But for me, given the choice, if these are the only two choices available to me, I would definitely go Cerwin all the way. You know, as far, and you know, for price difference, the Roland is $419 and the Cerwin Vega was $549. I think it was $549 or $559. One of those two. Anyways, check out my videos separately on these amps. There's links in those video descriptions, so you can go to Long McQuaid's website, check out the exact prices, download the manuals from the companies if you want the full-out details on every possible thing you could possibly want to know about either one of these amplifiers. But I thought this would be a good versus test, even though it is an apple to orange. Somebody's going to say it, so I'm going to say it first. I know it's an apple to orange, but you don't compare a PM-100 to a PM-100. Maybe a 100 to a 200, but you're still somewhat of an apple to an orange in a sense. But this is going flat responses, same volume levels on the amplifiers, running the same device on all the same drum kits, the way they're set up. And those are all the preset kits. Those aren't any of the ones I've set up and designed yet. I think great. It's great stuff. You know, but everybody has their own personal choice. Now, I know also somebody may crab a little bit about the sound. Well, I'm sorry, but I had to use a camcorder for this. It captures my room acoustics properly, and I also don't have a drum mic to mic up the stuff with and then process the crap out of it, and then you're going to get a fake video in the end. This is the problem with watching videos where people mic stuff up and do a lot of editing and this and that, and they tweak it, make it sound actually better than what it probably really is, and that's very deceptive, and I've been disappointed on buying gear at times because of that crap. So this is why I do videos at times total raw like this off of a camcorder, so that you get a much better idea of the reality of it. Okay, it's not 100%. I mean, mics are mics, but you know, I've got a Sony camera with some pretty high quality mics in it, so it does pick up rather well. So be the judge for yourself. The other thing that's going to affect the sound playback on your system is going to be your speakers. If you have sucky, wimpy little speakers, your problem, not ours. Same as you hearing back on a laptop set of speakers. Your problem, not mine. Earbuds, your problem, not mine. Quality of speakers for playback will make a difference on how well you can actually hear the re-representation of anybody's audio in their videos. So just bear that in mind as well. But anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the little comparison video, and the other videos that are up on the channel about these things separately as well. And we will be sure to catch you guys on the next one. See ya.